Hey there, friends. Welcome back to Wake Up Call. Fast news worldwide first, the place where we bring you the headlines that matter. I'm your host, Sandy, and today we're diving into a topic that hits home for a lot of us, especially those of you in Gen Z. It's all about money, or more accurately, how money worries are keeping a huge chunk of Gen Z up at night. That's right, 70% of Gen Z in the US are losing sleep over money woes, and if you're one of them, trust me, you're not alone. So let's take a closer look at what's going on and what we can do about it. Alright, let's break it down. According to a report from Great Andra, 70% of Gen Z, that's anyone between 18 and 26 years old, are really struggling when it comes to money. And I'm not just talking about the usual, I can't afford that latte kind of stress. We're talking about serious anxiety, where money problems are affecting sleep, mental health, and overall well-being. And it's no surprise, right? We've got student loans, credit card debt, inflation, the list goes on and on. The reality is, even with a full-time job, it feels like we're just barely staying afloat. On top of that, housing costs are through the roof, and let's not even talk about how expensive food has gotten. Many of us are feeling like we're living paycheck to paycheck with no end in sight. So what's causing all this financial stress for Gen Z? Let's start with the basics. Student debt, it's a huge one. A lot of us were told that going to college was the key to success, but that can come with a hefty price tag. And while we've got degrees, many of us are still stuck in entry-level jobs that just aren't paying enough to make a real dent in that debt. Then there's inflation. Prices keep going up, but salaries just aren't keeping up. We're seeing rent prices spike, gas prices go up, and grocery bills that make your jaw drop. And all of this is happening while wages haven't really increased the way they should have. It's frustrating, to say the least. Here's where it gets even more serious. The mental health side of things. We know that 70% of Gen Z are dealing with anxiety, thanks to money stress. And I get it. This kind of pressure can weigh heavy on your mind. When you're constantly worried about bills, or if you'll have enough to get by, it's hard to focus on anything else. And let's face it, social media doesn't help. We're always seeing people living their best lives, traveling, buying the latest gadgets, or showing off their new cars. It's tough not to feel like you're falling behind when it seems like everyone else is doing better, right? But here's the truth. Money doesn't equal happiness. It's easy to forget that when you're living in a world full of highlights and comparisons. Okay, enough with the heavy stuff. Let's talk about what we can actually do to tackle this. Because I know no one wants to just sit around stressing about money forever. First off, we need to get financially literate. I know it might sound boring, but trust me, once you start understanding how budgeting works, how credit works, and how to manage debt, it can actually make a huge difference. Start with small steps. Apps like Mint or YNAB can help you keep track of what's coming in and going out. It doesn't need to be overwhelming, just get started. Second, if you're drowning in student loans or credit card debt, look into refinancing or consolidating your loans. Trust me, it's not a fix-all, but it can make your payments more manageable. There are a lot of ways to ease the burden without feeling like you're trapped. Third, think about how you can boost your income. I know it's hard. We're all juggling so much already, but side hustles can make a big difference. Whether it's freelancing, teaching a skill online, or driving for Uber, extra cash can really help ease that stress. And finally, let's talk about mental health. Financial stress is real, but your mental health is just as important. Don't be afraid to talk about it. Reach out to someone, a friend, a family member, or even a professional. Sometimes just talking it out can lift a huge weight off your shoulders. Remember, you are not your financial situation. It's temporary, and there are steps you can take to get ahead. It might take some time, but it's so worth it. So if you're one of the many in Gen Z struggling with financial stress, please know you're not alone. We're all in this together. The road to financial security isn't easy, But with the right tools and mindset, we can make it happen. Thanks so much for tuning in today. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more news that really matters. And hey, drop a comment below and let me know how you're handling money stress. We could all use a little advice or encouragement. Until next time, take care and stay strong.